Acts 13 and 45. All right, because when you go, especially during the time of the Lord, who are the two main groups or sects of people coming against the Lord? You had the Pharisees and the Sadducees. Now the Pharisees were doctors in the law, and then they believed in the resurrection. They believed that the Lord would come back after he died 3 days and rose. All right, or after he was in the ground 3 days and rose on the fourth day. They believed in that. But the Sadducees, they denied it. They didn't believe in that. But the one thing they had in common was that they were going to come against the Lord. All right, the whole that they are always. He said they're always looking and spying to see if he'll do something or say something. All right, so you got who we just mentioned, IUIC. They deny the name. They teach against the name and mock the name. They teach against faith. All right. They teach that you have to have pristine garments.
That's right. They teach you have to be clean cut, Israelite.
Yep.
Bachelor, master's degree seeking Israelite.
Yep. Pretty much you got to be politically correct and fit in. You got ISUPK. Yohana teaches that you can sodomize a woman. All right. Although he does speak the name of Yahweh and Yahushua. All right. So there's two contradicting doctrines right there. All right. He's for black people and saving the 2/3, which that's not in the Bible. Then you got the recent fallout, Izar, which I don't know what the hell. He just believes that you don't have to go out and teach on the highways and byways anymore. All right. I'm pretty sure he thinks that only Israel is going to be saved because he was the one that came out on video saying that Bruce Lee had to be an Israelite because Israel is the former of all things, and Bruce Lee started Jeet Kune Do. I remember he said that on video, but he sided with Baloo or Hard Rock Truth or Bakwash, he also believes that you don't have to go outside, but he doesn't believe, if I'm not mistaken, he doesn't believe that Cornelius is an Israelite. So he can't believe that someone like Bruce Lee is an Israelite, right? Who else? We got Bubble Eyes. Some of his cronies are back scoffing now. He's saying that you got to leave and flee Babylon. Yeah. All right. You gotta bounce and get on a jet and leave before the destruction comes. All right. I'm pretty sure I'm missing somebody. If it comes on my mind,
part 2 on him.
God. But what's the one thing they got in common? They're all coming against the elders. They should be rebuking each other. But they hate the elders so much, just like the scribes and the Pharisees, the wicked scribes and the Pharisees hated the Lord so much back in his time, that they threw all that aside and say, we're gonna come against this man who calls himself the Son of the Most High.
Can I add a point? Even the Pharisees, the wicked Pharisees, they didn't listen to what he was saying. They didn't try to focus on what he was saying.
Right.
They just thought with their own greedy lust. They know that if people believe on him, then our whole racket is out of there.
Yeah, that's right. It says that. Yep. So you want to just read that real quick.
Acts 13 and 45. But when the Jews saw the multitudes, they were filled with envy.
They filled with envy. Why? Because you had a group of believers that came from out of every nation. There were Israelites, all right, Israelite foreigners, that believed in what these men were speaking. That believed Paul, believed Peter, believed James, all right, and the apostles. All right, go ahead.
And spake against those things which were spoken by Paul.
Because Paul, what was he teaching? He was teaching like something we're just teaching. All right, the subject this brother brought out about laying with a woman who's past the flower of her age, about saying that Israelites are going to be scattered across every nation under heaven, about having faith in Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, about teaching his name. All right, go ahead.
Contradicting and blaspheming.
Contradicting and blaspheming. Now, faith don't matter. Now you got this big blockhead nigga in Atlanta slandering and scoffing at the name and disrespecting the name of Yahweh Yahushai. You don't have to have faith. You got to build something in this kingdom. You can do your woman in the butt. You can't lay with a woman who's past the flower of her age. All right? She has to be of a certain age. All that we've gone into in the Bible. That's what the new moon, the lunar moon Sabbath that we've gone through. All right, but
they agree on that.
Right? Yeah. Yeah. You can say that they all agree on that. I don't know about Johanna and them, or Bubble, but actually no. You know what? Bubble Eyes believes in the lunar Sabbath. I remember seeing this. He's got a long, like 1 or 2 hour video. He goes by the lunar Sabbath. So why ain't y'all rebuking each other? Because we're speaking of, can you get Galatians 4:16 real quick? Why do y'all come against us, primarily the elders, I should say, and on down to us? Because we are strictly speaking the truth, strictly towards the scriptures, point blank, period. It ain't about what you feel, what you think, all right? It's about what the scriptures say. That's all the elders have been doing this whole time, and they've been catching hell for it from you damn clowns and scoffers out there. But guess what? Hey, when the time comes, you're gonna eat all your words, all right? That'll be the last scripture I get. Go ahead and read that.
Galatians 4:16. Am I therefore become your enemy because I tell you the truth?
And yes, we have become your enemy because we're speaking the truth, all right?
That's right.
I mean, it's a simple subject to get that once a woman passes a flower of her age, because that's the main subject the brother started with. It's a simple topic to get. Once she passes the flower of her age, you can lay with her. But if you don't want to, you don't have to. And no one in GMS is teaching you have to go out and lay with a woman right after she passed the flower of her age. Mm-hmm. You can't. If you say that's a goddamn lie, you know it.
That's right. And if I can add to that, the whole thing we're saying is the flower of the age. That has to happen.
Yeah.
A pedophile specifically seeks a young child before that time.
Yeah.
So that's you can't even use that word with what we're talking about.
That's right.
But I know y'all always say, they like to go into words, but we know y'all don't like to go into words.
Right.
That's why you constantly confound it.
Yep. I'm sorry. Yep. Go to what did I say? Oh, Matthew 12:36. That's the last scripture I had. That at the end of the day, all right, whether you scoff against the lunar Sabbath, which is true, all right, whether you scoff against women that come to the flower of their age, whether you scoff against the name or faith or going out there and doing the work, no matter what you scoff against, guess what? At the end of the day, if it's coming against this word which we preach, then you're gonna have some serious some charges to answer for. All right. Go ahead.
Matthew 12:36. But I say unto you that every idle word that men shall speak, they shall give an account thereof in the day of judgment.
So Izar, all right, the Haitian Tackleberry, Nate, all right, Asaph for sure, extra tired looking ass, Johanna, Bubble Eyes, all right. Who else am I missing?
Everybody outside of GMS.
Anybody outside of GMS pretty much just coming against GMS. All y'all in that time for scoffing against us for coming out the scriptures, guess what? You're going to have to give account to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. That name that you clowns don't like, IUIC. All right? That same name. Hey, it says in the scriptures in 1 Corinthians 15 that at the name of Yahushai Mashiach, every knee shall bow. So what the hell are you talking about? You don't have to know the name. Come on. All right? That's pretty much what I had.
Can I finish that up for you?
Go ahead.
Verse 37, for by thy words thou shalt be justified.
And by the words of that we speak throughout the scriptures, starting with the elders, hey, the elect are going to be justified. Go ahead.
And by thy words thou shalt be condemned.
You clowns are going to be condemned. Because you're going out to your own vain I'm going to read this real quick. I was going to read it earlier, but I'm just going to read this real quick. This is Sirach 3:24. It says, for many are deceived by their own vain opinion, and an evil suspicion have overthrown their judgment. That's why you can't get the subject of being able to lay with a woman past the flower of her age. That's why you can't get that the Sabbaths and the months and the weeks are determined by the new moon. That's why you can't get that, because you go by your own vain opinion, and then you get this evil suspicion that, man, what they're saying is wrong, so we're going to go by our own thing. We don't like them, so we're just going to go by our own heart.
And now it's to the point where whatever GMS says, just preach the opposite. That's
Yeah,
that's your doctrine.
That's the
Are you
doctrine.
filming something?
Yeah, we're filming
I
something.
need to be back here.
Man, get out of the way, man. Get out of here with that bullshit, man. Get out of here.
Which way are you
What the fuck
pointing
is your
to?
problem, man?
Can you go around?
Or on this way?
Yeah.
Okay, I wasn't sure which way it was pointed.
Do you see the? Why would you be pointing that way?
Well, I don't know.
Well, we're
Man,
not sure what
come on,
That's because
really?
you're a fucking clown.
God damn.
And with that, all praise to Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Fuck these Edomite cracker devils
Yeah,
out here.
fucking, come on.
Double honors to the elders and peace to all you brothers out there doing the work.
Shalom.
Shalom. It's a bitch.
What the f- What? That's the second time this shit's happened.